moving on to what I really want to talk about. I'm really like, I don't care if my nose starts running. I'm gonna get my bars off during this whole however many minutes, yo. If you don't, yo, skip past this if you don't want to hear this, right? Hold on, I gotta mentally prepare myself, yo, because I'm about to get my bars off on this game, right? So, look, Bandai Namco, you gotta come to the court. You gotta come to the court. You gotta come forward, right? I'm about to review this game. I don't know if I'm gonna put gameplay here for people on the video side, maybe not, but people from cause I want y'all to see how pissed off I am on the video side. But people on the audio side, yo, I'm telling you right now, I'm pissed. I'm livid. I'm beyond pissed off, right? So, look, like I said in my last podcast, I like Sword Art Online, right? I have played, I want to say all of them, but maybe two. But for the most part, I've played almost every single Sword Art Online game that has dropped. I've seen the progression from when it was horrible. And when I say horrible to where it was the point, I just did not enjoy the game. From a, I'm gonna say from, you know, like, I took my bias out of it a little, but from a gaming standpoint, the first couple games were bad. They weren't like terrible, but they were bad, right? Like I bought these games for $30. Glad I didn't pay $60, right? Actually, to give you the buck, I've never paid full price for a Sword Art game, but this is the first time I did, right? Let me give some backstory on this game. So, I know when something's a little off. When y'all say the air ain't smelling right, the gaming area ain't smelling right, I know something's a little off, right? So when it comes to the Sword Art game, I knew something was a little off. First things first, they handed out 1,000,001 reviewer codes, right? Now, I'm not saying everybody doesn't deserve one. Yo, focus on the boy. I'm not saying everyone and anyone doesn't deserve one. Everyone should get a reviewer code if you are a content creator. If your job at the end of the day is you produce, I'm not gonna say your job, but if what you do at the end of the day is you produce content, you should be able to have this code. Why? So you can tell people about the game. So you can tell people the pros and cons about the game. But no. They gave out this reviewer code, and I've only seen a handful of people. I'm gonna say, I feel my nose is running, so I'm gonna blow this shit. But I've seen a handful of people talk about this. Right? Hold on one sec. But like I said, I've only seen a handful of people talk about this game before they started dropping reviews. And the people that talked about it, they said, yeah, you know, there's things I like about this. They should change that. They should change this, that, and the third. And I was watching these people play. From a gameplay standpoint, the game looked fine. But the thing is that they were only playing they were playing all the game. But I only, excuse me. Yo, what the heck? Got bad fucking about to burp and shit. Well, hold on. But from the perspective I was watching it at, they never really ran into any of the problems though, right? I didn't really see a lot of people run into these problems. I didn't really see a lot of the bullshit is what I'm saying. So, with that being said, there's a reason why I'm bringing Bandai Namco to the podium, right? First things first, and I'm gonna drop my own review within my rant. First things first. Nobody could drop a review until the game came out. Yo, what kind of bullshit is that? And the reason why I'm mad is because I'm mad because I bought the game first. That's why I'm mad. I should have did my due diligence and waited out and see what people had to say. But no, I like Sword Art. I'm not saying I'm a Sword Art fanboy, but I like the games. I liked fucking Fatal Bullet. Fatal Bullet was a good game, right? Fatal Bullet was probably the best Sword Art game, in my opinion, they'll ever make. Cause it's almost like they got a little too greedy and they thought they could redo that magic. And the thing is, Dimps didn't make this. I think Dimps makes good games, right? Cause I'm not gonna lie, as much as niggas hate Xenoverse, as much as niggas hate fucking Fatal Bullet, not Fatal Bullet, but as much as people hate those two, like those IPs or whatever, you have to admit there is some fluidity to those games that's not that bad. Like this game right here, made by Sextina Aquafina or some shit. Oh my gosh, don't ever develop another game again. The only people I'm trusting to make anime games now is Koei Tecmo and fucking Arc System Works. I'm not even trusting CyberConnect no more. Because they made fucking Kakarot. But let me keep going, right? So this is the thing. Bandai Namco dropped this shit, right? So nobody can review it. That makes no sense. Why Ghost of Tsushima, a game by Sucker Punch, a game that's supposed to be bigger than Sword Art Online, people could drop reviews about now. But a game that's not as big as that, or not saying, Sucker Punch that's super big, they could drop reviews now, July 14th. But a game that's not that big, Sword Art Online, that average on the first day, I want to say about maybe 10,000 people, maybe 15, right? They couldn't drop a review until the day of. That don't make no sense. Now, Bandai, if you ever watch this video, right, I want y'all to understand. They probably gonna hate me after this, but I want y'all to understand. Look, give me a review code. But I'm gonna be honest throughout my whole thing. Bandai Namco, you need to come to the podium on this one. Right? I'm pretty sure they'll watch this video, and I'm probably never gonna get said anything. That's fine. I'm gonna keep dropping my opinions on games, and I'm gonna keep saying how I feel about them. I feel like as a consumer, you have to voice your opinion on these things. I feel like not a lot of people voice their opinion on some things. I saw some people say, yo, this shit is fire. And I saw some people say, yo, it's like the best SAO game to drop. And I saw some people say they are complete opposite, and I was with them. Right? And I'm speaking to content creators, people that I've watched on Twitch, not people that I personally know, because at the end of the day, I've watched these people review other games, and I've watched these people talk about other games, and I saw how they felt about these other games that were already better than this one, and they said how they felt, so it's fine. Like I said, this shit may blow up, and people may come and beat me up, and that's perfectly fine, but I'm gonna voice my opinion on this one, because I'm kind of annoyed, right? So here we go. So I buy the SAO game, right? I buy the SAO game and I stream it on Twitch. Here was my first complaint, right? And I have evidence to prove everything. So I buy the SAO game. My first problem, number one, I bought it on PC and that game is not optimized on PC. I do not play a lot of games on PC that often, or like this that often. I mean, I've just started to play PC games, but I play enough, I guess, now to know what is using a lot of CPU and what is using a lot of GPU. And boy, when I tell you this game was about to make my shit explode, this shit was using mad CPU. But I just let it go. I just let it go because I'm like, all right, you know what? Maybe throughout time it will change, right? Did not change. That's my first complaint. Complaint number two. This game, for some odd reason, when it says, yo, let's put it at 60 frames, or I think it caps at 60 frames, I was like, now let's go uncapped. I got a nice computer. I have a nice monitor. Let's go to 144 frames per second. This shit stayed at 60. And I was like, so what's the point of having the option to uncap your frames or anything? It doesn't make no sense, right? All right, so boom, right? Yo, I know Bandai's gonna beat me up, and that's fine. But I have to voice my opinion on these things, right? I have to let the world know that this Sword Art game is not that good. That there's a lot of problems with it, and they need to patch it ASAP before people could go and buy this and feel confident about buying this. Because I feel like there's a lot of people on the internet right now that they're trying to make this game sound all pretty. They're trying to put all the makeup on this game right now and make it look sexy, like my girl Istar right there. But you can't make this game look sexy when there's a whole lot of mud on it, alright? You cannot, because where there is smoke, there is fire. And I'm about to let y'all know that I just let y'all know a lot of smoke, so I'm letting y'all know the fire is here, right? So here we go. So here's my other problem, right? The other problem that I had is the game takes super long to load. Now, when I was playing on the PC version, mind you, on the PC version, this shit took a year and a day to load. Like me and my homie Giants, aka Chief, aka the horny guy, right? We were sitting here, right? We were sitting here for a minute. And we were like, yo, how long is it gonna take? This shit was so long. I let my dog outside, right? Come back, it's done. You know how long this thing took? 5 minutes, right? So I was like, did this shit really just take 5 fucking minutes? Are you serious? 5 minutes? Really? 5 minutes? Like, seriously. So now, anytime I loaded into a new world, it took between a minute and 30 seconds and 2 minutes, right? So I was like, Really? Now, this might be the worst anime. Now, no, wait, you know what game had worse loading times? Jump Force. But Jump Force never took 5 minutes to get into a game. And that's something that they really need to fix is that. That's a problem. A game should not take 2 minutes to load into. A game shouldn't take that long. It shouldn't take 5 minutes for me to load into a new world. That's not right. So I'm over here like, bro, what the heck, right? So here's another problem that I had. So then I returned it, right? I literally said, yo, I'm gonna start this at 9 o'clock. This game got to 11 to wow me. If it doesn't, boom, bye, adios, right? So it doesn't. It started to piss me off. So I uninstall it, I refund it, right? But a part of me was like, no. I feel like I need to really sit here with this game before I give my honest opinion about it. So I went and I bought it again. And I wish, I'm not saying I wish I wouldn't have bought it again, but I only bought it again because number one, I really like Sword Art, like I said. And number two, I'm a very forgiving person. I'm willing to forgive a lot of bullshit that happens. Shit, there's a lot of shit that's happened in my life, and I let a lot of shit go. But this is the one time I was like, you know what, this is an anime game. I'm gonna let this shit go. I feel like this is the time, let me let it go. There's not a lot of games to play right now. Ghost of Tsushima comes out, but I mean, like, I don't know if I'm really gonna like it. I know at the end of the day, I love Sword Art. I love Fatal Bullet. So why wouldn't I just love this one too? Who would have thought that me buying on a PS4 somehow loaded better, but that shit was still like just worse. Like, it's alright. So first time on PS4, right? It loads way better. My first time that took 5 minutes to load, it loaded like in a minute or some shit. I'm not mad at that, right? Or maybe a little bit less. I'm gonna say 45 seconds to shoot them some bail, right? But now I started running into graphical problems because the game now, for some odd reason, only looks. I mean, obviously it's gonna be dumbed down because now it's from the PC to the PS4, but now everything just feels worse. Like, the PC felt bad, but everything feels a lot worse. Like, characters' movements feel a lot slower. On top of that too, what else did they do? Yeah, characters' movements felt slower. None of the world really rendered that well. Like I said, I'm on the PS4 version now, so the worlds don't really render that well. It's just super drop frames. Like, you do an attack, your whole world about to drop a frame or nothing, right? So I was like, yo, what the fuck? Now, I'm coming from a place of hate first before I come from a place of love, right? So I hated all that shit, right? So now on top of this too, it's like super hard and complicated to start a game on that shit, right? So I'm sitting here trying to play with Zenkai and a few others, and I'm like, yo, what the heck? Like, how do you invite people? You gotta do all this which way. And then the thing is too, the controls lag. Now, I know my PS4 controller may not be the best, but when I play Apex, why did I say it like that? When I play Apex or other things, it works perfectly fine. But this is the first time I hop on a game, and it's like, all right, R1. All right, there we go. Like, why did it take 5 seconds for R1 to activate? That doesn't make sense, right? So then also on top of that too, I'm just like, yo, this is just some bullshit. Like, this is just crazy that a game came out and it's just out of the oven too early. Like, this game came out of the oven so early. It's unfathomable that Bandai would just sit there, and I was telling everybody on my stream too. I was like, yo, look, this isn't acceptable. This game got delayed not once but twice. This game, if people don't remember, it's supposed to come out in May. So then they delayed it to June, if I remember, and then they delayed it again to July. Right? I may be off. It's either once or twice. But if it's got delayed twice, nah, yo, this is not acceptable. Your game shouldn't be delayed twice, and your game shouldn't come out being straight perfect. I'm gonna say. Like, this Cyberpunk game has been delayed for how umpteen time now. If Cyberpunk doesn't come out and it's not fire, people gonna be livid because it's like, yo, what did I wait for at this point? I basically waited for like a 2-pack of ass. I didn't wait for this. Like, so that's why I was like, seriously? Like, yo, seriously? Y'all delayed this game twice and it's still like this? It's not optimized. It doesn't run really well. There's glitches where you can fall into walls and just constantly keep falling. There's glitches to where the enemy can fall into a hole and just constantly keep falling. You can't complete the mission unless you leave and come back. Like, there's so many things wrong with this game. Now, granted, there are things that I do like, which isn't a lot. I like how they do support thick women, because I support thick women myself. All right. I like how I'm a fool, right? But I do like that. I do like some of the character customization options. I feel like even though it is kind of limited, like Code Vein lets you do whatever the fuck you want. But let me stop, because even Fatal Bullet lets you do a lot more. So the character customization is a little I feel like some of the attacks, the colors are very vibrant. I like that as well. What I don't like though is some of the missions are like extremely hard for no reason, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, why is a mission against this egg dude take super long? Granted, there might be little things you could do differently, but I've watched some people play. It took them 20 to 30 minutes just to beat one boss. I'm just sitting here like, yo, this game is supposed to be geared towards kids, but I feel like it's just geared towards other people that are just like had to be on some next level brain level to really think about if I hit the left and the right and then I do a double backwards backflip, I should be able to one-shot him. Like, no, bro, this game, if my little cousin or nephew or whoever can't play this shit, like, who are you giving your audience to? I'm not saying this game should be stupid easy, but Fatal Bullet, I'm gonna keep comparing it to Fatal Bullet because Fatal Bullet was the most recent one to come out. Fatal Bullet story wasn't hard. I beat that shit at level 20 or something. I was just pulling up. I was just like, yo, boop, 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 boop. And then the boss is dead. That's how life goes. That's how it goes. Right? But when it comes to this game, I can only point out two things that I super really like. I guess the other thing is that, you know, I like how it follows the Alicization story. If you've never watched Alicization, it follows that story, which is cool. But you know, it does its own thing after a while. And I guess that's fine. Oh my gosh, I hate that this game has 6 chapters and chapter 1 is like super long. Chapter 1 is like 15 to 20 hours. Why? Why? Why is chapter 1 15 to 20 hours? It's basically a reteaching of the whole game and teaching you new mechanics. So what the let me learn as I go. Don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me unlock some shit. It's like, you ever play Legend of Zelda? When fucking Link gets some new shit, they'll sit there and teach you for like a whole 15 minutes. Excuse me. They sit there, they let you run through the tutorial, bada bang, bada boom. This is how you use this shit. This they want you to be like, all right. It's like you ever be in school or some shit, I don't know, and be like, all right, do one stance to dodge a move. Now you turn to the side, do another stance to block a move. Now you turn, like, nah, bro, real quick. Like, I just played Rocket Arena, right? Rocket Arena, obviously, it's a multiplayer game. Oh my gosh, too. Yo, I'm getting my bars off on this game. This game takes 15 to 20 hours to unlock multiplayer, bro. 15 to 20 hours to unlock multiplayer? Son, I ran through the story. I already know the Alicization story. But 15 to 20 hours? Are you kidding me? Yo, you're joking, right? Yo, you're kidding. 15 to 20 hours for multiplayer? Dog. Son. Kidding me. Look, I can go on about this game all day. I can rip this game apart and tear it to shreds. But listen to me and listen good. Bandai, if you ever watch this video, first of all, send me a review copy. That's number one. Send me a review copy. All right. I'm honest about my stuff. All right. I respect the rules, number one. I'm not mad that I get a review copy. I'm mad that I watch other people's reviews. I'm mad I watch other people play it on stream. I'm mad that I watch other people sit there blatantly lie about the game. They know this game isn't that good. This one dude has been dropping videos day by day by day to defend this game. And even people in his comments say, yo, you know this game isn't good. It's called spade a spade. So that's what I have to say. I may not have the biggest influence, but I know for a fact that I know that when I see a bad game coming, I see a bad game coming. This is not a good game. All right. It sounds like I'm asking for a review copy. No, I only want one so I could give an honest review. Cause I haven't seen a lot of people honestly say how they feel about this game. I'm very passionate about my game. I'm very passionate about my anime. There's a reason why I started an anime podcast. I'm very passionate about this stuff. So, I love games. I love anime. So with that being said, though, look. At the end of the day, this game is not good. I cannot sit here and honestly recommend this to anybody. This game is horrible. It's awful. It's unbearable. It's so fucking bad, right? It's so bad. Probably the worst anime game I think I've ever played in my life. And Jump Force is not that far off. Now, unless they can fix this stuff in the next patch, that's fine. You know, maybe I'll come back and do like a rant part 2. But right now, as it stands, worst anime game I have played in my life. On everything. On everything. So, with that being said, number 1. Bandai, y'all gotta let some of these anime games go. Let other people make them, please. It's not that y'all not good at it, but yo, you gotta stop cashing in on the anime fans. Anime people are very, you know, they're very quick to buy something. Like me, I'm very quick to buy these anime games because I just like anime so much. So if you're not gonna take the time to actually sit there and make a good and proper anime game that does its due diligence and does its justice, don't drop that shit at all. Kakarot, garbage. The only good one that they've made so far, or that they published, I should say, is fucking Fighters. And that's my Arc System Work. Arc System Works did their thing. That's what I'm saying. But with that being said, like I said, number 1, Bandai, please, you gotta let some of these things go. I'm tired of it. Number 2, do not buy this Sword Art game now. Wait for the price to drop, or just don't buy it at all. This game is not that good. It's not. I don't know when it will ever be good, but right now, as I speak, no, this game is not that good. It's not. If the way it's looking, if they don't change things, and it says they're going to take them a month, which is understandable, but it says it's going to take them a month to drop a patch. So, nah, bro, this shit is not worth it. This shit is not worth it. And honestly, I don't have a third thing, but if I did, it'll probably be some more fire. Cause I said a lot during this whole thing. I've said a lot. I've spoken a lot. I've spoken my mind. So I don't want to come off as I hate Bandai. I'm just going to say I hate this game. Alright? I want that to be made clear. But I feel like somebody gonna be in the comment section, no, bro, you don't get it. This game is fire. No, it's not. This game is horrible. It's a bad game. It's not good at all. It's horrible. Horrible. Alright? So nobody as a content creator, that's a YouTuber, that's a Twitch streamer, that's anything, don't come in my comment section saying, oh, but you don't get it. We couldn't. No, I understand you couldn't say anything. I understand that. I completely understand that. But for those that said they couldn't say anything, but they was saying little subtle stuff, I bangs with that. For those who sat there and blatantly lied and told everybody, nah, this game is fire, best anime game of the year, this game is better than Fatal Bullet. No, bro, no, don't spew that false narrative. This game is not better than all that. Alright? I feel like my words gonna get flipped. Oh, fuck it. That's what happens, yo. Words probably get flipped. Now, I'm gonna move on. I don't want to talk about this shit no more. So don't be coming to my comment section and say, oh, C4, this, that, and that. Nah, fuck out of here, yo. I'm moving on. I'm talking about other shit now. Alright, so let's talk about Rent a Girlfriend, right? Yo. Oh, I need a swig of this water after getting off my rant about this Bandai game, yo. I don't know, man. That shit just pissed me off. That's not probably the worst anime game I've ever played. Horrible, yo. The game is horrible. That shit took like fucking like 10-15 minutes to talk about. Alright. So moving on. Oh wait, hold on. Before we get to that. So I usually ask for questions, but nobody really replies. So I asked on my Twitch stream, and Giant said, y'all got one, what's your favorite anime art? Shout out Giants, aka Chief, aka a horny guy on Twitter. So Giant said, what's your favorite anime arc? Marine Ford, yo. Marine Ford is fire. Like, if you ever read One Piece, if anybody ever read One Piece, or anybody like wants to look into One Piece, yo, it's the only arc you need to watch just to know how good One Piece is. Marine Ford. What is that? Impel Down and Marine Ford. Those two arcs, straight fire. Like, I think they said that arc, when that arc dropped, One Piece sold 40 million copies in that year alone. I was like, that's kind of fire. I can't lie. I cannot lie. That's kind of fire. It's kind of fire. So, with that being said, like I said, we are moving on. We are moving on to the anime side of things, and that is Rent a Girlfriend.